Okay, I'm going to show you the basics of what's called dusting for prints. Okay, this is the standard thing you see on like CSI, NCIS, and all that stuff. Okay, on this, basically what the police use is a lot of times they're going to use this. This is a very fine black powder. Just hard to see because, hey, it's black. Okay, they're also going to use this. This is a dusting brush, and these are little tiny nylon fibers. If you've got really good ones, they're actually ostrich feathers. Okay, and what you're going to do is you go to an area where you think there's a suspected print. You're actually going to use the brush, put dust on it, and the dust actually sticks to the oils from the fingerprint. And your fingers are constantly making oils. So anything you touch, you're actually going to be leaving fingerprints on. So you're going to go through and you're going to use the dust, but it doesn't take a lot of dust. This is just the cap. I've already tapped the stuff. I flipped it over, and actually, I'll show you. Okay. You see small amounts in there. That's all I'm going to need. All you're going to do is notice what I'm doing with the brush. I'm just twisting it back and forth, just picking up little tiny amounts. So you can see there's still quite a bit left in here. And what you're going to do is take your hand, you brace it, and where you think there's a suspected print, you're just going to go through and you're going to make it. I'm already got some prints started. So only the very edges of that brush actually touch. You don't want to do this because you actually can smear. Pull that out. You don't want to do straight down because you can actually smear the print. You just want to have it. So you're basically making that little oval thing. And those guys, as they run across, actually are going to apply dust to it. And you can see that they are beginning to actually create those prints. Now, those are, you can see some stuff. You can see some detail, especially on the thumb, a couple other ones. But we've just basically exposed the prints. Now we're going to have to do something else because if it's a card or something like that, the police really can't take it. So they're going to collect that print. Now, there's a couple ways you can do it. And police can do this when they're really good at it. I'm not so good. They actually will use a roll of tape like this. You guys have seen that from basically packages and stuff like that. And what you're going to do is you're going to start at one end off the print. Back it up some. Put it on off the print. You're going to gradually roll it down. And then you're going to smooth it over there, just back and forth. We're not pushing straight down. We're just smoothing it. And then what you're going to do is a lot of times they're going to cut it. And gradually they lift it up. And when they pull it up, it's going to take everything and you actually can see the print right there. And they'll actually have like a white index card or something like that they'll stick it on. And then they're basically fill out a form as on there as to what it is, where they got it from, all that. Now, like I said, I'm not good at using the tape. So what I have instead is I actually have basically, it's called a finger lifter or a print lifter. It's actually a finger hinge is what some people call it. And what you're going to do basically, it's just a card and you open it up, basically hinge. One side's got plastic, the other one's just a white backing. And it runs the same way. I'm going to use this one right here. And you put one end down, kind of smooth it. And basically you just very gently rub it over this. Once again, you're not pushing down really hard. When you're done, slowly peel it up. And now you've got your print. You can see it there, just not real great. But that's one nice thing about that white backing. You can see it a lot better. Now, I went quick. You can probably see the air bubbles. Ideally, when you do this, you're not going to make it. You're going to make it so you don't have the air bubbles. That's going to give you a cleaner print. Now, this is something they can take back to the lab and they should do a comparison with. Okay, so basically, that's working with just prints.